Speaker secession saga. Republicans rally for the gavel to see who replaces Kevin McCarthy. But so far, only two have officially thrown their hat in the ring. Congressman Jim Jordan and House Majority Leader Steve Scalise. Virginia Congressman Bob Good was one of the 8 who voted to oust McCarthy, and he joins us now. Good morning to you, Congressman.
Good morning. Great to be with you.
Good morning. Well, great to have you on. Tell us what went into that decision. Why?
Well, it began back in January, where the reason why I opposed Speaker McCarthy for 14 votes was because I did not see from him the willingness to fight using every tool at our disposal in the minority to fight against the radical Biden, Pelosi, Schumer agenda. And then I was concerned that we would continue the past failures where when we've had the House majority, we've passed our major spending bills with predominantly Democrat votes, something Democrats never would and never have done. And unfortunately, that was a repeat of what we saw happen this year. In addition to failing to cut spending to the pre-COVID levels that he promised to do, Speaker McCarthy, and deliver our bills to the House floor for a vote, all 12 of them before the deadline. We didn't do that. We didn't bring a balanced budget to the floor to vote on, as he promised we would do. But then the debt ceiling, we totally caved to the Democrats on the debt ceiling. We gave an unlimited increase to the debt ceiling through January of 25, taking our national debt from at that time $32 trillion to what will be probably $36 trillion by the time we get to January of 25. He did that with predominantly Democrat votes. And then most recently, the continuing resolution that kept in place, again, the Biden, Pelosi, Schumer policies and the spending levels that are destroying and bankrupting the country for another 45 days, getting nothing for the American people, and doing that, Ainsley, with 209 Democrat votes to 1 in the House and 51 to 0 in the Senate. The country cannot afford that. We need a fighter. We need a leader who will get something for the American people with the majority control that we have in the House.
Yeah, I mean, I think the majority of Americans were shocked to this. I mean, it did take him 15 votes to get to that point, to get the speakership position in the first place. So I guess when you look at it, people really aren't shocked, but it just happened so quickly, and Republicans weren't expecting this to happen a few days ago. What has been the reaction from your constituents? Because Lawrence is in Texas. He's at the diner, and it's always interesting to hear what they have to say about the news of the day. And they sound like they were sick of the broken promises, and they like the shakeup.
Overwhelmingly positive from the district, certainly not as positive from the media or the elite class, the donor class, the K Street and Wall Street lobbyists and that sort of thing. But from the district, overwhelmingly possible. The American people want somebody who's going to fight to secure the border, who's going to fight to cut the inflation by cutting our spending and hopefully then bringing interest rates down, who's going to fight to hold accountable Mayorkas, which, again, Speaker McCarthy promised we would impeach Mayorkas back before he became Speaker. We haven't heard that again. Someone who will defund Homeland Security because it's not securing our border. Someone who will hold Christopher Wray and Merrick Garland accountable for what they're doing. I'm sorry, go ahead. I'm sorry to interrupt you. We're almost out of time. But who do you see as the best candidate? Well, the great news is we will have a contest, a competition, not a coronation. It will be truly a reflection of the 218, hopefully 221 unanimous Republican conference. We look forward to vetting, challenging, testing these candidates, and we'll have a great forum on Tuesday night. Hopefully soon come together, and we'll all have a vested interest in that speaker and his or her success because the country needs them to be successful. We all change the motion to vacate so that it takes more than just one person. We're not going to elect somebody like Kevin McCarthy who's going to be insecure about that. We'll elect a strong, secure leader who knows they serve at the pleasure of their members, and they'll keep that in place. It was in place for 200 years till Nancy Pelosi changed it. That's an important part of our rules package. Okay, Congressman, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you. I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.